Expect windy weather, periods of heavy rain with a slight chance of storms today. Storm surge and rainfall flooding both possible. Tornadoes are possible. High chance for rain today and tonight. But as we go into tonight, that's where you're going to see the widespread squalls. And then finally tomorrow, better weather Thursday.
A storm surge warning remains in effect for the mouth of the Trampoline River to Navarre, Florida.
Hurricane Zeta, the maximum wind still holding steady at 90 miles an hour.
Are you taking a picture or video?
Video.
Oh. Thanks for watching, guys.
Living in coastal Mississippi, you learn a few things about maritime. Like a red flag. That means high winds. A red flag with a black square in the middle. Storm warning. 2 red flags. That's a hurricane warning. And that's the risk we take living on the Gulf Coast. We know during hurricane season it's a high probability that we'll get one. But we choose to live here anyway. It's part of the risk we take. A risk that we think's worth it because of the beauty, the beaches, the cost of living, and what we like to call Mississippi coast life.
Be watching for the life-threatening.
But most important,
still expected.
It's because of the people.
Pretty dangerous height.
Moving toward the north near 17 miles an hour, a faster northward, northeastward.
After all, it's not like we haven't seen a storm before.
They used to call it America's Riviera, and they bragged proudly it was the world's longest man-made beach.
Early Sunday afternoon, Camille brushes past the mouth of the Mississippi.
Now there's 2 extreme types of people when it comes to prepping for a hurricane.
Welcome to the hurricane party.
There's the partier. He never preps for anything. He's always caught off guard, and his only real option is to leave town, but he never does, and he always hopes for the best. Then there's the prepper. He's 100% ready 100% of the time with supplies to last at least 30 days. I find myself somewhere in between. My rule, anything less than Cat 3, we stay.
We're now looking at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, winds gusting upwards of 30 miles an hour. 4 o'clock, winds gusting upwards of 40 miles an hour. And then 7 o'clock, winds gusting upwards of 70 miles an hour.
Have you ever heard of the calm before the storm? You know, it usually happens after you've prepared and checked your checklist. You know something's coming, but you don't know exactly what it's going to look like, what it's going to be. You hope that your predictions are correct. Then the winds pick up. And they pick up some more. Then you start to think about all the storms you've been through in the past, and you start to wonder, is anything ever going to be the same anymore? And you appreciate the things that are most important. Beauty, people, family, friends. Then there's no other choice but to wait.
And we're going to take a live look at the conditions right now. The wind is whipping.
It's been flickering like that for a while now. Not sure how long it's gonna last.
Hurricane force gusts here at the station, 75 miles an hour. 75 miles an hour here at the station, so this makes perfect sense.
104 is the wind gust, so we've just gusted over 100 miles per hour.
Well, that was more than I expected. If there's one thing that always amazes me about humanity, it's our ability to pick ourselves back up. To pick up the pieces, assess the damage, mourn our losses, come together and begin to rebuild. Right now, I'm gonna take this ladder, go up on my roof, see if I can take some pictures of the damage from up there. We used to have a trampoline right there. Now that trampoline, we found it earlier. It's over there. The kids loved that trampoline. 2020 has been a wild ride, and they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So, if you've made it this far, here's to your new superpower. As far as the Secret Coast, we'll be okay. We'll rebuild, we'll come together, we'll be stronger. And I hope you know that whatever you've been through in 2020, you'll make it too. You'll get through it. Stay strong.